If you don't know, I started my show when it used to be on radio. I had an internship with KPR1 radio station, and that is where the Jaelyn Murry show first started. It used to be called the Jam Hour, and I would bring on artists in the community that had a message and who were just doing things, and I gave them their platform on my show. So shout out Lonzo, shout out Green, shout out Nikki Nato, shout out all of the messengers, everybody who came out on my show when it was on the radio. But that is where the Jaelyn Murry show derived from. When the radio station closed down, I didn't want to stop my show because I still felt the need to continue and to just keep the world informed on what's happening, who is popping in the world, and just, yeah, I just felt the need to keep going, and I didn't want to be stopped. So I invested in my lighting, I invested in sets, backdrops, cameras, everything so that I could continue my show to what you see today. So really and truly, this show is, again, just a continuing of my radio show, and I'm glad that I did come to YouTube. YouTube has been an awesome experience, and I like it. I love the look of my show. I love the personability, if that is even a word, because y'all know I am notorious for making up words. But this is it's very personal, it's very homey, and it allows me to interact with you guys a little better that I didn't do on radio, now that I think about it. But yeah, this is why you have the Jaelyn Murry show. So if anyone in life is ever stopped, or if you or someone you know is ever stopped, don't stop. If it's something you truly care about, don't allow your circumstances to prevent you from continuing what is important to you. Because if I would have stopped, I wouldn't have my show today. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys, and you guys wouldn't have a show to be watching right now. So definitely, like, continue. Don't stop. Don't allow those moments in life to deter you, or to, to make you feel less than or hopeless. Like, no, those are moments that you can use to rebuild, become bigger, better, and stronger. Okay? So make sure that you guys don't stop doing what you're doing, because it will all pay off. But furthermore, I am going into journalism as well. And I'm going to be focusing on everything ranging from politics, sports, weather, traffic, global, international disasters, nature, wildlife, anything that I can report, I am reporting. Like, that is me. That is where I'm going. So thank you guys for joining me now, especially as I continue to move forward in this career, and talk about what's important to me, and ultimately what's important to the world, because addressing the national disasters, the global issues, and some of the other political things that we're going through in the world, being able to speak on those issues to keep everybody else up to date is a wonderful opportunity that I'm so thankful for. And so, yeah. But yeah, okay, so something else about me. Okay, I feel like my life, I need somebody asking me these questions. Like, if anyone's ever interested, make sure you hit me up so we can do this one-on-one, because I don't even know what else to share. Like, I'm a very simple, oh, I'm vegan! There you go. I'm vegan vegetarian. Let me not act like I'm all vegan. No, I'm vegan vegetarian. I have been practicing vegan vegetarianism for about a year now. It'll make a year in July. I've had some slip-ups in between then, but for the most part, this journey has been amazing. I have lost not a lot of weight, but I did slim down, and I did, like, kind of chisel out, and I was able to, like, maintain this figure or whatever. So it worked out. But no, I became vegan and this is what I can share with you guys, since I'm just thinking about other stuff. And this is all, like, fresh off the dome, by the way, if you can't tell. Like, I'm literally just speaking what comes to mind, what I want you to know authentically off my heart. So it's no script to this. It's genuinely me just sharing whatever I want to share. So that's today's show. If yeah. But yeah, no. So in terms of veganism, vegetarianism, I've been practicing for, like I said, a year, and it hasn't always been consistent. I literally have cheated and ate oysters at least once or twice throughout this year process. So that shows that, like, you're gonna have your cracks. And if you haven't had a crack yet, good, I'm not gonna wish that on you, but it happened to me, and it really allowed me to get recommitted and to see why I'm doing this. I personally stopped eating animals because I didn't want to eat them anymore. I was like, why do I need to put dead flesh, in a living flesh? It just didn't make sense to me. And because I worked at a barbecue restaurant at the time, it really was just like, okay, I'm done. I don't need to see meat anymore. I don't need to eat it. No, I'm cool. So that's why I decided, and then I just met people along my journey that were also vegan and vegetarian who helped aided and supported me, and which made me want to further it. It's because I saw it as a movement and I saw others doing it, and I was like, you know what? I know I'm going to be supported by these individuals, so let me keep going, let me not stop. So if anyone out there is considering vegan vegetarianism, I say do it. We out here, we popping, we look good. I don't know if y'all know, but as vegetarians, vegans, we look great. So make sure you join this movement so you can look great like us. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Like I don't crave it. I don't crave meat. It smells good. Like I love smelling it, bacon, all that. Like it smells good, but I'm cool. But yeah, that's that part of my life. In terms of occupation, where I work, I recently just stopped working on campus at Laney. I used to work in the disabled students program, working with students with disabilities, getting them the accommodations that they need for testing, and just other different things like that. It was a really good job. My first office, big girl job. I learned a lot about the workforce and the way people operate and how messy people are. Like that, I didn't realize how messy people were until working in an office. So if you haven't worked in an office yet, you're fine. You're not missing out on nothing, but office people are truly messy. But it was a really good experience. Not everyone was messy, but I did enjoy the opportunity to learn from the messiness. I learned what not to do in an office setting. I learned what not to do to people in general and just how to be, you know. I didn't realize that, you know, as I enter into the adult world, people do perceive people differently and situations differently. And so because I've always been the youngest one working in a facility, I never really understood what it was like to be on the same level as another person, or just like, I just peep stuff differently now that I'm 19, you know, and so I'm sure that's going to increase as I get older with wisdom. But just the stuff that I saw, it just showed me how not to be and how to be. So I encourage anyone watching right now to go out and, you know, work at jobs that are going to allow you to build skills wholly. Like you don't want to be one-dimensional ever in life. You always want to have multiple skills, throw your player cards down anytime you want to. So don't limit yourself. Definitely stay in alignment. Don't necessarily work under construction if you want to be a ballerina. Like, no, don't do that. But go out, experience life in the world. So yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want you guys to know? I told you guys my dating life, why I created the show, who I am. I'll tell you guys about my siblings. I have an older sister. Her name's Ivana. She's definitely going to be on my show, if not while it's on YouTube, but when it's on national television. Her, my brother, my little squad. We don't have the same mom. We do have the same dad. And we didn't grow up together, so our relationship wasn't always necessarily close with either one of my siblings, but we have had close moments that have allowed us to be close. Does that make sense? So it's like we didn't grow up together, but those are still my siblings and I love them dearly. And we're building towards a better relationship each day because we didn't grow up with each other. So there's so much stuff that I don't know about them. So anyone out there who has half siblings, go meet your siblings, go talk to your siblings and love your siblings. Because at the end of the day, when the daddy gone, when the mama gone, that's what you got, your own flesh and blood. So get to know them. But yeah, no, so I have two siblings. I have a mom, I have a dad, both living. I have two male cousins who were raised like my brother. Shout out Rich and shout out Avery. What else? My mom has been on my show, so you've met my mom already. So if you are new to the season, go check out last season's show. She's a hairstylist and a new book author and an album maker. Okay, she's a singer-songwriter, and she came on the show just to show face. And so yeah, so make sure you guys go check out our last show. But what else? What else do I want you guys to know? Oh, my hair. Cool. Okay, so my hair. I did a big chop when I was 17. So that was 2 years ago, and now my hair is growing back. And as you can see from my edges, like, you know, we coming back. We're our hair. We're in full effect. We're blossoming, and yeah, we're coming back. My big chop. I cut my hair because I just was like, you know what? YOLO. I was like, YOLO, you only live once, okay? So let me do that. And I did it, and I loved it, and I inspired so many other women to cut their hair and just be free and enjoy themselves and love themselves at every stage. So that was my reason, really. It was just to start loving myself some more and just to see my full beauty, not by my hair, because I used to allow weaves to define me. Like if I didn't have a weave, I thought I was ugly. I don't know, like my real hair never grew past here. If anyone who knows me, you know my real hair, it just stopped here all the time. So weaves were like my way of looking different. And so because my hair always was like here for the most part, this is all I saw. And so when I had weaves, I just was like, oh my God, I'm so cute. But then when I didn't have a weave, I was like, but then I got over that. When I cut my hair, I realized that I have nothing to hold on to, nothing to determine my beauty besides me. And so that was one of the best humbling experience ever. So big chop that. Fro or no fro, or whatever kind of hair you got. If you got straight hair, curly hair, kinky hair, cut it at some point in your life, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, because you're going to change. I guarantee you that your perception of yourself and on life is going to change drastically, and it's going to be for the better. So go do that. Go take advantage of that opportunity. One more thing before I go, I want to share with you guys that I have a dog, and her name is Coco Murry. My baby is 2. She turns 3 in October. She was a gift when I graduated high school. Oh, and my nose is pierced, but yeah, that's the obvious. But yeah, no, I have a dog. I love her dearly. She was featured in last week's show. If you missed it, go check it out so you guys can see Coco. But yeah, that's really it. That's really all I have to say. If you guys want to know more about me, make sure you guys just at me. Let me know, and I'll be more than happy to give videos about my life story, about the things that I've been through, and just share authentically with you guys. But until then, I want to know what you guys want me to talk on. So at me on Twitter at the Jaelyn M Show, so that you guys can tell me what you want me to talk on, because yeah, I want to talk on what you want me to talk on when it comes to learning more about me. If you're gonna watch my show, I don't want you just to watch just anybody. Like, no, ask and I'll tell you about myself. But yeah, no, make sure you guys do that. At me on Twitter, subscribe so that you're never missing a show. Like I said, I want to give some advice on dating and some of the upcoming shows. So if that stood out to you, make sure you subscribe. If what stood out to you guys about my hair, or just about me coming to Oakland, having went to OSA, any of the things that I mentioned that stood out to you and you guys just want to know more about, subscribe, okay? Subscribe. And follow me on Twitter, again, at the Jaelyn M Show. Also follow me on Instagram at the Jaelyn Murry Show. Like me on Facebook at Jaelyn Murry Talk Show. And go follow my personal handles at Jaelyn Murry, and that's Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that, Facebook included. So make sure you guys go do that. It was great being here today. So happy I could have new nails, because we was looking ratchet last week. And yeah, so stay tuned, because our next show, I will be taking you guys with me to settle into my dorm room at Mizzou. So stay tuned, subscribe, so you're not missing that vlog, my first ever video vlog. I'm gonna take you guys on the road, and we're gonna have hella fun. So go do that. Thank y'all. I love y'all. See you when I see you.